Hi friends! So Halloween is this week, topical video. And Halloween is like my favorite holiday because I like spooky things, I love candy, and I really enjoy dressing up and wearing costumes. And for a long time I've made my own. So when I was small, I made a movie star costume by putting together my really cool metallic jeans with this awesome silver sweater and a feather boa, which this was the early 2000s, by the way, when that was a look. And I made myself an Oscar out of gold cardboard. And together I looked like Cardi B circa 2018, a visionary. I also pulled off a killer Statue of Liberty with just a green bed sheet. I did the Tooth Fairy with a sparkly Goodwill dress and a bunch of toothbrushes and silver spray paint. Hell, last year I hand studded a purple thrift store blazer 4 hours just to give you Sanjun a pair of tees. And I am not done yet. But I think my best Halloween and my best costume ever was my freshman year in college. I did not adjust well to college. Like, making friends was never a strong suit of mine. And even though I've always been someone who loves Halloween costumes, I have never been the person who gets invited to Halloween parties. I'm like that scene in Mean Girls where everybody's dressed as a sexy baby animal and then Katie shows up looking like an actual monster. Like, nothing against sexy costumes. I see why people find them fun and cute, but I'm shy about my body, and Wisconsin in October is cold. So I wasn't really sure how to dress up and still be comfortable while not looking completely out of place. But 2009 was the year that the Spike Jonze directed live action Where the Wild Things Are movie came out, so I, like every hipster worth their salt, was having this brand new Arcade Fire infused infatuation with this book from our childhood. And that's when I decided I was gonna be a cozy bee. First, I was gonna need to buy a pair of footy pajamas, and adult onesies were not as ubiquitous then as they are today. You couldn't just order them off of Amazon or whatever, so I had to buy them from a specialty website called Jumpin' Jammers. I also didn't understand that the sizing was unisex when I ordered them either, so when they showed up at my dorm room, they were like 2 sizes too big, and they had a bit of a drop crotch effect and like a whole lot of onesie leg pulling up around my ankles. But I'd spent like 60 bucks on this thing, which for me in college was a lot of money. That was like a whole shift reorganizing the denim wall at Old Navy. So I had to commit. For the rest of my costume, I had to go home to my parents' house for the weekend because A, I needed to go to Wisconsin Craft Market and pick up some fake fur and some white felt and some gold cardboard, which seems to be a running theme for me here. And B, I needed to take it all home to my childhood bedroom where I had this like shitty entry-level sewing machine that was always jamming because I didn't actually know how to use it. I bought it to like take in the sides of my band t-shirts when I was in high school so that they'd fit me better. True life. I was a bodycon emo kid. I cut out little felt triangles and sewed them to my onesie hood to make little ears, and then I cut strips of the fake fur to sew myself a tail, and I made this like cardboard like Burger King crown that I stapled together and put a border of like the fake fur at the bottom of it. And then I sailed off through the night and day and in and out of weeks and almost over a year to become Max from Where the Wild Things Are. It was real cute. And to what sick party did I wear this work of art? The university-sponsored Dry Halloween, which was part of this regular series of wholesome nighttime craftivities that my friend who was on student government helped organize. We were just gonna roll through to support her and then go somewhere cooler, which was my cover for sounding like I had anywhere cooler to go. There was pumpkin carving, a costume contest, and a ghost tour, and of course I entered the costume contest. It was in this little like theater attached to the student union, so they made us all get up on stage and line up and like dance around to like show off our costumes or something. I don't know, but I know that I sold it. Like, I was doing a lot of like roaring, which like my whole MySpace scene phase had been preparing me for this moment. I thought for sure I'd lose to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle group or the extremely elaborate Marie Antoinette costume, but the judges were like, yeah, we're biased to DIY, so you win $100, which is enough to buy 1.5 pairs of adult-sized footy pajamas. There are unfortunately no photos that exist of that costume because back then, sometimes you'd have to choose between bringing your phone and bringing your digital camera in your little like wristlet clutch thing, and if you didn't bring your camera, you just didn't have photos. So if I wanted to go full metaphor here, I might say that the reason that I love Halloween is that it allows us to crawl into some identity, try on a personality that isn't our own, learn from it, play in it, empathize with it. That would just be peak Radish time. But no, here's why I actually think that I love Halloween so much. It's because it's one of the few times that trying really hard is cool. I am a try-hard bitch. Like, everything about me is full of effort. There's not a single part of me that is laid back. I care so much. And when I care so much about my Halloween costume, I have the best costume and everybody loves it. The person who shows up dressed regular to the party is not the cool kid at the party. It's the person who spent like 7 weeks paper macheing together an astronaut helmet. For once, caring is cool. I know that being the kind of person who can't be chill about anything also makes me the kind of person who doesn't often get invited to Halloween parties, but it's also the thing that if I happen to end up at one, makes people glad to see me there. Oh, and side note, speaking of caring a whole lot, what would really scare me this Halloween is if you didn't vote. Election day is just over a week away, so if you live in the US, there's a link in the description where you can check your polling place, make sure that you have everything that you need to vote. I'm gonna be voting early this week. Maybe that's something that you can do too. But I also want to say, if you're good, if you're already voting, you can still do more. You can sign up for a canvas shift or a phone bank this weekend to talk to your neighbors about why they should vote too. I'm gonna do it. I'll be out canvassing with my family in Iowa. It's gonna be super fun. So do that. And then in comments, tell me about your favorite Halloween costume ever. Or what are you gonna be this year? Because I still haven't decided. If you like this video, share it with someone else who you think might like it, and I'll see you soon. Bye.